Taking a sentimental journey, are you?
It's a lovely picture.
Those were happier times.
I remember them.
So do I.
I have so many good memories of this room. Crowded with people. The family all together.
You miss them.
Very much.
I remember when this house used to be a home.
It will be again. For you and Mr. Forrester.
Thank you, Maria. But he's only coming for dinner.
But what a dinner.
You've certainly outdone yourself tonight.
I wanted it to be perfecto.
Everything looks beautiful.
And so do you.
Thank you, Maria.
I made everything special tonight. The memories in this house, it can work magic, Mrs. Forrester.
Well, so can I, Maria. So can I. I'll get it.
Hello, Stephanie.
Come in, please.
Hey, Sal.
Oh, Darla, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just punched out at Forrester.
Oh, so how is the spy business?
I'm almost finished. Hey, is that one of those new designs from the fall collection?
That Rich Forrester is a hell of a designer.
Wow. If I had something like that to wear tonight.
What's tonight?
Well, I have a big surprise planned for Spence. I kind of had to find out for sure how he felt about me, so I put him to the test.
You put him to the test. So what kind of a test?
I cornered him in my disguise,
As Camille?
and I propositioned him.
And he didn't take the bait.
You know, I thought he might. But he didn't.
Those steaks smell great.
There's my beautiful wife, fashionably late for dinner.
You didn't cancel my reservations, did you?
Are you kidding? I saved the best table in the house for you.
Good poolside.
You bet.
Well, it's not easy to get into an exclusive bistro like this.
You a little overdressed.
I just got in from the office.
Yeah, what kept you so late?
I had an unexpected visitor today.
But we have a very strict dress code here. So, you better put on this.
Don't you want to hear who my visitor was?
Your office is your business. Making sure you relax tonight is mine.
Relax.
Hey, you've been through a lot lately. It's time for a break, and I'm here to make sure you take it. I don't care if the Merry Wife of Windsor drops by for marriage counseling. There's a cabana back there with your name on it.
The Princess of Wales? No such luck. It was Brooke.
Brooke.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, Maria.
De nada.
You two still throw the best dinner party in town.
How does it feel to be the guest of honor?
I'm the only guest.
Of course, with a party this size, you get the undivided attention of the hostess.
That's a good point. Maria, everything is wonderful. I have to admit, I have really missed your cooking.
Thank you, Mr. Forrester. And doesn't Mrs. Forrester look pretty?
Ravishing.
Maria.
To tend to dinner, excuse me.
Maria, too?
I can't help it.
Well, isn't it getting a little crowded in your corner with all this support? Maybe you should run for office.
If they'd institute a monarchy, I might consider it.
The Forrester monarchy, I like that.
Well, we have the king and the queen.
Mm-hmm. And very loyal supporters.
I never thought the children would turn out to be quite so overprotective.
We've raised a unique family, Stephanie. They care a lot about you.
They're very concerned about you, too, Eric.
Well, I just hope I have this kind of support from them when I retire.
Retire?
Well, I am a grandfather, you know.
Oh, come on now. You're doing your best work ever.
Well, I think maybe I could be tempted to take my bows now.
Tempted how?
I don't know. If I knew I was going to have a do like this, I could be talked into it.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll promise you a do like this every week if you promise me that you will stay at the helm.
And you promise me you'll wear that outfit.
Oh, do you like it?
Sensational.
It's one of yours, silly.
I know it. And seeing you in it reminds me of why I started this business in the first place.
And why was that?
To be sure that my family got everything it deserved. A life full of happiness and beautiful things. After all that's happened, it's nice to know that hasn't changed. That we haven't changed.
What in the world?
Hello, Spence.
Darla.
Welcome home. What do you think?
Did you do all of this?
Yes, I did.
Well, did I forget something? An anniversary?
No. Come sit with me.
You've gone through so much trouble.
I just wanted to do something special for you. Just to show you how very special you make me feel.
Well, I must have done something to deserve all of this.
You did.
What?
You know I really like you.
Well, I'm rather fond of you, too.
You know, for the longest time, I really didn't know exactly what you meant by that.
Well, I've always been honest with you, Darla.
Well, I've been kind of holding back.
What do you mean?
Holding back my feelings.
Why?
Because you're a big business tycoon, and I'm a secretary.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I care who you are, not what you do.
Bill, I really wanted to believe that, but I wasn't sure that I could. I just really needed to know that you cared about me for me, all of me. Now I know. Finally, I completely and positively know how you feel.
And how can you be sure about that, Darla? What did I do?
Brooke didn't talk to you?
No.
That surprises me.
Why?
I thought for sure she would have run her idea by you first.
What idea?
Brooke came by my office and invited me to dinner.
You.
Us,
You and me.
with her and Bridget,
When?
as soon as possible.
She say why?
She wants me to get to know the baby.
Well, I'd like that too.
Ridge, I know I'm going to be Bridget's stepmother for the rest of her life, but
Taylor,
what?
don't start jumping to conclusions trying to figure out Brooke's motivations.
All right.
You know, a lot of good can come from everyone getting together.
Brooke enlightened me on that.
It wouldn't hurt the baby if we could start cutting through some of this tension, too.
Yes, that was Brooke's main argument, that it would be good for the child.
You disagree?
In theory, no. I'm getting the feeling that you want me to do this.
think it's an idea worth pursuing. Don't you?
Well, why do you think you have to do anything to impress me?
To deserve all of this. Most of the women I go out with expect me to pay for everything, provide them even with the romance.
Ah, but a good relationship. I don't think romance has to be provided by anyone. It should just happen.
Darla, I love you for doing all this.
What did you say?
I said I appreciate you for doing all...
No. You said something completely different from that.
I said that I loved you for doing this. And, you know, not just the candles, and not just the dinner. I didn't recognize it until this moment. Darla, I love you.
Spence. Why don't we just skip dinner? Get right to dessert.
Look, why don't we just check our schedules, see what would be the best time to set up this meeting?
Honey, I think there's something you should know.
What?
I refused Brooke's invitation.
Why?
Because I need a little more time before I do something like that. I'm not ready.
More time to be a stepmother, you mean?
No, it's not that.
Taylor, you're gonna love this kid.
I know I will, in time.
Well, if it's not the child, obviously it's Brooke.
I really don't want to beat up on Brooke tonight.
But you want to do it tomorrow?
I don't want to joke about Brooke at all. I'm going bananas over this whole thing.
Look, there's really no reason for this. Brooke has not been out of line.
That's because you won't allow it.
That's right.
And I want to keep it that way. I don't want to be involved. You're disappointed.
It's just that sooner or later, we're all gonna have to coexist here.
I know that, but not yet. So, Rich, please don't ask that of me right now.
All right, I'm not gonna ask you to do anything you don't want to do.
You don't know how much I wish I could be the kind of woman that could just push all of my reservations aside and jump right into this. I know how important it is that I get to know your daughter. I just really don't feel like subjecting myself to the kind of stress I know I'd have to endure at a dinner with Brooke.
Let's not talk about this anymore, okay?
Okay.
Tonight, we're gonna relax.
Well, what shall we do? Some deep breathing exercises?
No. A little soft music. A little dancing.
Dancing.
I'm gonna feel a little silly out here doing this by myself. You wanna help me?
I love to.
Each night I say a little prayer for just one more chance, just one more night to taste the kisses that enchant me.
Dinner was lovely.
It was nice, wasn't it?
What's that music? Well, will you look at this?
I had no idea that Ridge and Taylor were going to be at the pool this evening.
Lovely to see.
As reassuring as what it is.
Maybe we don't give the two of them enough credit.
Well, they certainly seem to be enjoying one another, don't they?
I know this child is upsetting their lives, but they seem to be handling it.
The problem is they're going to have to handle this baby for many, many years, Eric.
Fact is, our children are full grown and they still need our support.
Yes, and it's one of the things that's kept us close in many ways. But it's also one of the things that worries me. I don't want to see that sort of closeness develop between Ridge and Brooke.
No, I think it's an entirely different situation.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. You and I were happily married for many years, Stephanie.
Yes, we were, weren't we? And then Brooke came along and tore it apart. And I don't mean to imply that it was just Brooke. My point is, I don't want to see it happen again.
Well, if Ridge and Taylor take time for nights like these, maybe it won't.
Nights like these are very rare.
So why are we wasting this one worrying about Brooke?
Maybe those two have the right idea after all.
Want to dance?
Dance?
Yeah. We have the music and we have moonlight. What else do we need?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Now you're the jury at my trial. I know that I should serve my sentence. Still I hope and all the while you give me just one more word. I said that I was glad to start out, but now I'm back to cry my heart out for just one more chance.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
I've learned a meaning of repentance.
You know, no matter how old you get, it's always great to see your parents dancing.
Reminds you of old times.
I know that I should serve
That's something new up there. They've changed so much lately.
all the while.
Enough to find each other again? Do you think your parents might actually get back together?
I know one thing.
More words.
When Sheila gets back in town,
I said that
she
I
might be in for a surprise. A big surprise.
to cry my heart out for just one